Welcome back to another episode of The Beautiful Mind of Zay. Your host, Zay Zay here. Just wanted to say thanks for tuning in today, and I hope y'all chest out. Chest out, I guess, today. Well, if you would see why we're chest out y'all haven't checked out last week's episode where me and Alex get to chop it up, get to give him some little anime suggestions. Make sure to check it out before you watch this one, and then come back and click on this one. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot talk right now.
Nervous or what?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
It's all right.
I got a famous star. I got a famous star next to me. Yeah, they don't know, but I have Mr. President right next to us.
Not even.
I have Mr. President.
Co-president.
Yeah. Wow. But ladies and gentlemen, y'all know you don't need an introduction. Y'all already should know who this is. But if you don't for some reason, Cam from Opinionated Media Theory.
How you doing, everybody? It's an honor to be on the Zay Zay show. Shout out to the PCT boys. They're doing their thing, and this is another installment of some content they're doing. So I'm excited for what we have in store today.
Oh yeah, me too, dude. I wanted to bring you on just because you're part of the what helps this grow, and you're a big reason on what helped started this, and just what helps push us and motivates us every day. To get you on, and I wanted to talk some sports, honestly.
Okay.
Because I know right now you've been super bricked up these past couple weeks,
easy, yeah.
Getting prepared for football, and this past week was the first week of football. Well, let's dive into it. So, who's your team?
In college or NFL?
We're gonna need both.
All right. So in college, if everybody don't know, diehard Oklahoma fan, Boomer Sooner, OU DNA, it's in me. I bleed crimson, and cream. But Oklahoma fan. And then NFL, I really like the Jets. Honestly, they're ass, to be honest. But I follow my Oklahoma players. The DNA's everywhere, so wherever the quarterbacks are at, I'm going to be at. So Baker, is on the Panthers. Hurts is on the Eagles. Kyler's on the Cardinals. I prefer to go for the Browns. Sorry, see, I'm already thinking about that. But I really like Baker. Baker probably my favorite quarterback ever to play Oklahoma, just because he was there the longest, and I like his mentality. He's a dog. People think he's kind of cocky and all this stuff, but I really like how he approaches life. The way he plays the game, I feel like that's how you got to approach life. So,
totally.
So that's really why I like him.
You got to wake up every day feeling dangerous.
Yeah, feeling dangerous, and you got to be the underdog. But those are my teams in the NFL and in college. So
okay. After watching the first week of college, what did you see? What can you reflect from that first week of OU playing? Any ups or downs, or any bad things, good things?
Yeah, the first week of Oklahoma playing, it was Brent Venables' first career game as a head coach.
Okay.
He's going back to University of Oklahoma, where he spent his earlier career as a defensive coordinator.
And this, okay. So it was Kyle. No, who was the previous head coach?
The previous head coach was Lincoln Riley.
Okay, and he is now
he's at USC.
Okay.
So basically, Brent Venables, he got brought in by Bob Stoops when Oklahoma was they won a national championship in 2000, and then they went to, I think, 3 or 4 other games after that. And Brent Venables was the defensive coordinator for most of the time. Then he ended up leaving, going to Clemson, and basically, in my opinion, he's kind of what helped Clemson become Clemson. Clemson wasn't winning chips until he became their defensive coordinator. So he was out there. Lincoln Riley unexpectedly took the job to USC last year, and then that's what made him come over to Norman and coach Oklahoma Sooners. So the game was pretty good, though. I really was impressed with how they looked. They're very fundamentally sound. Defense was good. They looked a lot better than they normally do, a lot more physical. Apparently, it was the most violent camp in Oklahoma history in recent memory. They said they did an inside run for 24 straight practices. And if people don't know what inside run is, it's basically the linemen, the defensive linemen, and the offensive linemen, running backs and linebackers, and the quarterback, and you just run the ball in between the tackles for 10 to 15 yards, and it's just collision after collision. There's no DBs or receivers.
Yeah.
So they did that every practice all throughout camp, and you could tell it showed on the tape. Obviously, UTEP's not the greatest team, but for what the team was, they handled everything. They weren't missing tackles. Even though Oklahoma has always been good, you just see stuff. It's why is they're missing these tackles? Why are they giving up these yards? Things like that. So final score is 45-13, and the offense looked good too. Dylan Gabriel looked really good. Offense honestly looked just like how it normally did with Jeff Lebby. It was very, very fast-paced tempo. And I don't know. I think they're going to be good. So
is he more of a running team or a passing team?
Yeah.
Or?
Well, the weird thing with Jeff Lebby is apparently statistically he's more of a running team, like run oriented. Like apparently his stats are like 60% run.
Oh shit.
But he lines up so fast. It's just like you don't even know what's going on. When I was watching the game, I was like, damn, this is really fast. Like they'd run.
They're like super huddle, like no hurry up.
Yeah. So I'm really impressed with what's going on, and then they play Kent State this Saturday.
Oh, okay.
So,
Did you say who's probably their biggest competition?
Yeah,
they're I guess that one oh shit, this might be a tough game.
Yeah. I'd probably say I really won't know too much about Oklahoma until they play Nebraska. Obviously, Nebraska's not that good, but they're going on the road. First road game for Brent Venables, so that'll be interesting.
How is Oklahoma usually on the road?
Normally pretty good. I like when we play on the road personally. I just like our white uniform. I think it's real clean.
You iced out.
And I've always been a road person. Like you on the road and you just silence a crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's live to me. So.
And especially like if you're saying the stats are like if he's a running coach.
Exactly.
Like if they're gonna run that ball, they're gonna show him we gonna run that ball.
Yeah. Exactly. And then so probably Nebraska early test, and then obviously Texas is a toss up. I mean, even though Texas won't be as good as Oklahoma, it's just the rivalry. It's just what it is. So the game's always a toss-up. And you got Baylor, who's gotten good recently.
Really?
Baylor's gotten good recently, so they don't have the same caliber players of Oklahoma or Texas, but they're well coached by Dave Aranda. And it's gonna be a challenge. They beat us last year, but they're coming to Norman this year. So I think I might go to that game.
Where was it last year? It was at Waco.
Yeah, so I'm going to Norman this year. I think for that, and I got to be part of that. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah! So, you got to bring Ayo Rue.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Steve's takes have been pretty
serious,
pretty bad lately.
Oh,
he doesn't watch his team play, so I'm not gonna.
We're going to leave that one alone. Overall, what are you expecting, OU? Overall, I know at the end of the day, you're like, we're winning it all.
Yeah.
You're a national championship.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, what are your, like, personal, like, we getting another Heisman winner?
Yeah, I mean, my expectations with Oklahoma are interesting this year. I think they have potential to be very, very good, even contend for a playoff spot. Ideally, do I think they're there yet? I'm not too sure. I think they're a bubble team, so win the conference, maybe have a loss, maybe 2 losses, and they're like that bubble team getting in the playoff. I think they're, it's just early in the year, so I don't know. It's hard to tell. I do think they're going to be great though, and I'm just excited to keep watching them progress. But it's year one, so if Brent Venables either goes to the Big 12 championship or contends for a conference championship, then as an Oklahoma fan, you got to be very pleased with that. Just because it's his first year.
So. No, I get it. Yeah. So you got I guess over under win by the end, or I guess at a prediction.
Yeah, I think Vegas at the start of the year had us at 9.5, and I was so tempted to go to buy a flight and go bet on that because I was like 9.5. I feel like they're gonna for sure win 10 games at least, but I have them going like 11-1. I think they're either going to lose maybe Texas or Baylor, or they're going to beat both of them but have like that random slip-up loss. So I have them going 11-1 in the regular season and then playing for a conference championship.
Hell yeah. So. Okay. So now this coming up Sunday, is Zach Wilson going to start?
They're not too sure yet. He's been, banged up and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of curious to see how he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of hurt a lot last year, so that's not a good look if he's already hurt at the start of this year.
Oh, yeah.
But I hope he does good. I mean, Zach Wilson had the summer of a lifetime, so, like, had the summer of a lifetime, so, it's one of those things where you're just like, damn, like, you're out here slaying these MILFs, like,
yeah,
I hope you slay that pigskin, too. Like, you better been throwing that pigskin.
You got all that time to be doing that. You better be, at least you be decent with the pigskin.
Yeah, exactly. So,
hey, well, I guess we'll tell. Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. Hey, that's like, look, you might get that tattooed on me still. And ball don't lie, because that's like truth. Like, ball don't lie. Alex know about ball don't lie.
How do you think that that little Wilson duo is gonna do in New York?
Yeah, I honestly, Garrett is a sleeper in fantasy. I probably shouldn't be telling y'all this, but Garrett is definitely a sleeper. He might be wide receiver 1. At some point, you can probably get him later. So,
totally.
So, I think he's gonna do really good. He's a dog. I'm like, my feet. He's a dog, and then, I'm really just, I really want to see the Austin boys win. I mean, Garrett and Conley know each other. They played at Lake Travis together, and then Garrett already went through college. It's crazy, and then now he's, about to be. He was a top 10 overall pick. He's in New Jersey,
Ohio State's finest. Let's just say that.
So I think he'll do good. And I think he will for sure be wide receiver 1. Probably middle of the season.
Middle of the season.
You'll know.
Well, he proved himself already. I can see that one. No, I have high expectations. Me being an Ohio State fan, so like you being an OU fan, I have a little love-hate relationship. Especially when y'all came to the shoe with Baker and did the whole flag thing. But I guess we deserved it. We did definitely do that the year before. Yeah. So
had to. It had to be done.
I get it. No, I get it. But what's crazy is you have that picture up right there, and I remember like the first time I came around, I saw that, and I was like, oh, pain. Like that shit hurts. Garrett Wilson as well. Yeah. All my Ohio State players that I root for. Any other player other than those two that you're like kind of looking to have a breakout season? Besides, like, I mean, I know Baker.
Besides, like my team.
Yeah. Besides Baker.
Yeah. Man. Probably George Pickens. Everybody calls him NFL young boy. So shout out Zach Scott. But that's what people are calling him. He that picture of him getting drafted with the ski mask, looking at the TV, that went viral. Apparently, according to the Steelers, he's having a really phenomenal football camp. And then it's always the receivers. I always had to pick a breakout year. If I had to pick a defensive player, I'd probably say Aiden Hutchinson. I just watched Hard Knocks, and dude has a motor. I think he's going to be very disruptive, and it looks like it's carrying over to the NFL. So hopefully he does well. I know he went to Michigan, so
I know. Yeah, unfortunately,
and he kind of ruined that game for y'all last year.
Oh yeah, totally. What's crazy is we were at the gym the other day. Me, CJ from PCT, game, and I was watching it, and like after like 2 minutes of it being on, I was like, "Fuck, this is us losing." I was like, "It's the only game they will ever want to play is us losing." Like that's just kind of sad. But all right then. Well, turn it up, switch lanes a little real quick. I know you don't really watch too much anime just because you have all your time dedicated to Opinionated Media. Is there any animes that you have watched that you're like, oh hell yeah, I would go rewatch that if I pass time? Sure. Or your favorites? What are your favorite animes?
My favorites probably all time. I'd probably say Dragon Ball Z, just because it's Dragon Ball Z. Like there's better animes out there from a storyline and plot aspect, but no anime impacted American culture like Dragon Ball Z did. And I feel like it's because it's like more superhero. I feel like it's like the closest thing to like a superhero.
Oh, yeah.
Just pop culture, like going Super Saiyan. Like I obviously had the hand painted Gohan, Teen Gohan, Super Saiyan 2 up there. And then obviously the Goku and his transformations walking around.
Hell yeah.
But probably for sure Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. It just hits different, especially the first time you watch it, like the fights and the transformation, it hits different. And then that's one of those things I get on YouTube and I can like always rewatch fights and stuff. Movies, things like that. And then I'd probably say Naruto.
And that's what I can do with Naruto.
Yeah,
I can always just like I like to go watch those fights again. Yeah.
I feel like Naruto, like the fights are really good, but I feel like the reason why the fights are so good is because you watch so much of the story, and then when the fights happen and like abilities happen, you're just like, damn, like all this built up really got us here. And what's cool about Naruto too is like they're ninja, and the deaths for the most part actually mean something. Like people die in Naruto, it's like damn, like they're gone. Like in Dragon Ball Z, it's like they get wished back, whatever. So it doesn't have that human element as much. Then I really like Yu Yu Hakusho. That was like one of the ones I grew up on when I was a kid. Just like the Dark Tournament, and I like the animation style, like the drawing and things like that. Just real nostalgia. I feel like it's real like OG anime type style. Kind of like another one on my list. Cowboy Bebop.
Okay,
like Cowboy Bebop's just one season, but it's like a phenomenal story. The art, the music, the style of the anime, it's just really, really beautiful.
Did you see the live action adaptation of that?
I haven't watched that yet.
I haven't seen it either. I haven't actually seen any of Cowboy Bebop, but I wanted to watch it just to watch the live action one to see how it compares to. But I was told it was okay.
Okay.
It kind of sticks to a little. They change a couple things up, but they said it was okay.
Jujutsu Kaisen's really good. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite ever just because it's so like new, but it's really, really good. I like Baki a lot.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to get that demon back.
Yeah, exactly. Attack on Titan is fire. Super fire. It's really, really good. Arguably the best one. I have a really soft spot for what's it called? One Punch Man.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
It's just very entertaining to me. I liked how the vibe was of it.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorites as well. It's funny because like he's overpowered.
Yeah,
like
but it's still good though.
Yeah,
it's like how are we gonna watch a show where somebody's overpowered and it was still good?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Like it made it to where like watching all the side characters fight actually be like, oh, I'm more interested in these fights rather than Saitama fighting.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, well, is there any last minute things you wanted to add, or got any last minute questions or? Any shout outs?
Yeah. Thanks the PCT boys for providing the platform. It was fun. Get these boys at 100 subs. They're really close. I think they're like 84 or 85, something like that. But yeah, just shout out to everybody doing their thing. We got a lot of stuff coming soon on the Opinionated Media side. We got, LOC, merch, all that stuff, all that cool stuff. We got some trips planned with the gang.
Hell yeah.
So
we're coming.
Make sure you guys are just
coming out,
supporting them boys. They're doing different stuff over here, and make sure y'all follow them and what they like to do and embrace their journey. If you came for the pods, and make sure you stick around for these shows. They might not even do the shows forever. You never know. It's always ever changing in content creation.
Hell yeah. So. Like this cool lyrical lemonade thing, plushie. Yeah. It's let the creative juices flow.
Absolutely. 100%. You gotta let them flow. You never know.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, sorry guys. Y'all
there you go.
Yeah, bet. Okay. Yeah, I looked at it. Anywho, already Mind the Zay Show fans. This is your boy Zay Zay. Make sure to leave a like, a comment, hit sub if you hadn't. Make sure to follow our link tree. It will give you all of our information on where to follow us. And make sure to check out the podcast over at PCT. And make sure to check out our boys at Opinionated Media. This is your boy Zay Zay, and we're signing out.